All right. Today I had a call with a client, Indian guy, doing very well in terms of his career. He's based in the West. Can't give you specific details, but I just wanted to share five key, very important lessons, or rather suggestions, which I gave him. His marriage is not working out. It's just a complete ruckus. Okay. But the only reason he is choosing to stay married is because uh, like how he put it, he cares about her, he feels bad for her, she has some kind of health issues, and so, but he likes her, but he's not in love with her. And the fact of the problem is he's miserable, completely miserable, means he's not happy. There's no sex, there's no romance, there's no intimacy, there is no, he doesn't even want to have a child with this person. It's just like a roommate, as you can call it. Okay. So what did I tell him? Okay, now see, here's the thing: you can constantly justify why you're doing what you're doing. Okay, and nobody can convince you if you are doing something and you're not happy about it, and you have to call somebody to take their advice. Means you are doing something really wrong, and you're trying to convince yourself that you're doing it right. And I told this guy, the very fact that you had to call me to speak to me, to book a session, you paid for a session, means you're miserable. And the first point which I told him is, boss, you just have one life, one fucking life. What the fuck are you doing here? I mean, yeah, you're feeling sorry for someone, but staying married out of feeling pity, it was not, oh, I care about you, are feeling pity and sorry for this person. That is why you are still with this. Oh, she has health issues. Oh, she doesn't. I said, stop justifying, why you're with her. The, the, the big problem here is you do not value and respect yourself. Because if you respect yourself, if you value yourself, you wouldn't stay in a relationship that is making you miserable. And to prove it to him, I told him this. Okay, fine. Let's assume you have a small son or daughter, small son, and you find out that your son or your daughter, or let's say, for example, to be specific, okay, your daughter is in love with this guy. No, your daughter is in a relationship, but she doesn't love the guy. She doesn't enjoy intimacy. She's not romantic. She doesn't have sex. She's miserable. She is not at all happy, but she is working and taking care of this guy. So, what would you tell her? Would you tell her to continue this relationship, or would you tell her to break up? Almost without blinking, in seconds, he said, oh, 100% I'd ask her to break up. I'd beg her, I'd plead her, I'd convince her, I would force her to, get this guy out of, her life. I said, what about son? The same thing. Yeah, why do you want to be in a toxic relationship with someone who's, doesn't keep you happy? Even if the person's good, whatever. So I said, then why don't you follow your own standards? Why do you have double standards? You are wishing good things for those hypothetical children, but you're not wishing good for yourself. So, I could see literally a bulb, light up. He didn't think of it in this way. See, this is a problem when you don't have your own self respect, self worth. You keep thinking, oh, I have to be a good guy, I have to be a goody goody two shoes and help the poor and help the this, and but not at the cost of your life, your purpose, your joy, your happiness. And he was trying to justify to me, I got a good salary, I got a good job in the West, I have a Gora white passport. I said, boss, what the fuck are you going to do with that if you're miserable? See, you went to the West to have a better life. You got yourself a white passport so that maybe you can have the perks and benefits of living in a foreign country and traveling the world. But now you're neither happy, nor you're traveling anywhere in the world, nor you're doing anything that makes you happy. Why? Because you're married to someone who is not meant for you. And then he even told me that, when I got married to her, immediately I knew that she was not the one. Then I said, why didn't you break it off? No, no, no. Then I thought I could make it change. No, you can't change a person. You cannot change a person. You can only change yourself. So the first piece of advice that I told him is, boss, you just have one fucking life. Okay, that's one. Second thing I told him, you need to value and respect yourself more than others, because if you value and respect yourself more, then you will be in a position to treat others properly. If you have low self-esteem, I mean, what the fuck? And when I asked him, okay, what would you advise your children? He gave the right advice. But for him, he's giving the wrong advice. And number three, I told him, boss, you are convincing yourself to justify bullshit. Stop it. See, and the next point number four is, this compromise thing. No? People say, oh, I'm compromising. Compromising, but not to the point of being miserable. There are people who are in a marriage and they stay in a marriage because they have children and they don't want their children to have a bad life. So both of them who are not in love with each other, they don't have sex, they don't enjoy intimacy, nothing, but they stay for the children. I mean, you think the children are dumb? You think the children will not be able to see through it? You don't think the children can understand that mom and dad, there's no love? And then they will grow up to become like you because they are living in a house that is devoid of true feelings, true sincere emotions. Trust me, children can see through it. It is better you both break up and find a worthwhile partner and then, give the children a better life. And if in case you can't find a worthwhile partner, okay, that is also a challenge, then, figure out some way where you can get someone who, compliments you and accepts the child. That is also a challenge. I agree. But that doesn't mean you stick in a marriage where you both are miserable here. Come on. And see, here's another thing. If you are financially well off, then the other partner will stick to you like glue, will not want to leave you. You can tell me anything. I can challenge you and tell you this, that if you are not financially well off and the partner has to take care of you, then that is not very pleasing. Unless, of course, the person is madly in love with you, but you're not in love with that person. That happens when, let's say, the girl is very hot and the guy is like old, and the girl doesn't love the guy loves the girl like crazy. Yeah, over there, if you're sick, the rich guy will take care of you. Or let's assume you're a guy with an amazing personality, many women love you, and your partner is just vanilla, ordinary. You're not in love with that person. The person's head over heels for you, and then you fall sick. The partner will take care of you. Yes, provided the partner is earning more. But if you're the one whom everyone is dependent on, then boss, it's another problem. Then another point which I did discuss with him was he was telling me, I have money, I have a job, I have a good life, and money, does it buy you happiness? Yes, it can buy you a lot of things. Happiness depends if you're happy eating the 7 course meal, or you're going VIP, or staying first class, or traveling first class, or living in 5-star hotels. If that makes you happy, fine. But if you're eating that and makes you miserable, then money is not buying you that happiness which you want. See, the purpose of money is to help you get freedom. The purpose of money is to help you make those choices you could not make otherwise when you didn't have money. So now when you have the money and the means, why are you still sticking in a relationship that is making you miserable here? And see, the final thing which he was telling me was what? I know I'm supposed to give you only 5 pieces of advice. I'm just giving you this one as bonus. The final thing which he was telling me is, I don't like these Indian relatives, or I don't like some of those Indian friends and all that. I listened to him. Okay, fine. You don't like Indian friends. Okay. So I asked him, do they force themselves on you? No. How do they contact you? Oh, they have my number. If you changed your number and never gave it to anyone, can they call you? No. Why don't you do that? There was no answer. And then I asked him, why don't you create a new number, not give it to your relatives at all, okay? And the old number, keep it activated for just, say, voice message, or just maybe send me a text. So then you can choose when you want to listen to them, how much you want to listen to them, and if you want to listen to them at all. And you're not forced to respond. I mean, you have that means, then why are you acting like, oh, I don't know what to do? And you're the one who gave your number. Like for me, I blocked all my relatives. All my friends. Nobody can contact me. My number is up online. It's available for everyone, but I've not given it to anyone. So, guess what? Nobody's getting in touch with me. Then the only other point which I want to give you, this I just got, so take it as extra bonus. Um, yeah. He was telling me, I have this fear that if, many of my relatives are saying, see, listen, this is all typical Indian mentality. See, at least you have a girl, at least there's someone to take care of you. And if you lose her, maybe you'll not get anyone, maybe you'll get even worse. So I immediately told him, boss, listen, stop giving me bullshit. Let's take the same example. Small daughter or your, say, son says, if I break up with this guy, I'll never get any other man in my life. I'll never get any other girl. What will you tell them? Yeah, you're right. Out of a population of around 7 billion people or 6 billion, huh? You can't get one. You're right. Will you tell them that? He said, no. I said, boss, there are 3.5 billion females out there. You can't get one? And then I showed him the photograph of mine when I was like literally, 50 inches or 48 inches. My stomach was big and I was heavy and I had no money. And then I got this girl. I said, if I listen to everyone's advice that, oh, Loy, you're tattooed, you don't have money, you're fat, you have health issues, you'll never get a loving, caring woman. I said, if I listened to them, I'd never get this girl. But I kept trying. I didn't give up. I kept trying till I found the right one. And even after trying for almost 5 years, I ended up with the wrong one. But then I didn't stop. I tried again until I got what I want. So if you pursue something passionately, you will get what you want. Stop giving this bullshit, oh, I'll not get. What nonsense, yeah. There are so many women out there. So many. It need not be just Indian. Don't limit yourself to Indian. That's what I told him. There are so many women out there who are just seeking a companion, a friend. Forget the sex and sex is important for a man. They are not looking for sex or they're not looking for orgasm or they're not looking for this thing. They just want a good man in their life who would just give them the basics, just take care of them. I told them, go to some Asian country, go to some, Southeast Asian country in a simple place. You'll find so many of them are looking eagerly. But don't tell them they have a white passport and a lot of money. Fine, no? You need to invest time, effort, and money for it. A worthwhile pursuit takes time. You're not going to get it easy. But I told him, unless and until you sever the relationship and the toxic friendships and relatives, you can't bring in new. It's like that teacup, no? Which Chinese proverb, there's cold tea in your cup and you want hot tea. First you empty the cup and then you get hot tea in it. If it's still cold and you're pouring, it'll still be cold, no? If I had my old ex-wife and my wife had her ex-husband, you think we would ever meet? No, we make a decision. I'll break up with you. I'll break up with you. We'll find. And eventually we bumped into each other. So there is someone for you. All you got to do is take proactive action. A little bit of struggle, which I don't think is a struggle, especially when you have money. You'll find, no? And, last but not the least, listen, like I said, you just have one life, only one. He was telling me after 10 years, 20 years, I'll do this to him. I said, boss, you're making 10-year plans. What if you die in 9 years? It's like 10th year, I will retire. What if you die in 9? What if you die 9 years, 11 months, 29 days, or 30 days, because 31, or 31 days, you don't make it to the next year. You don't make it in 24 hours. Finish, na? There have been people who have saved money for their retirement after 30 years of working in Dubai. Real story. 30 years. And after everything, they decided to leave the airport and to enjoy their retired life. At the airport, he got a heart attack because he was so overwhelmed with sadness. So, all that money, all that house, everything he saved is for who? Anyway, this is what I told him. And I sincerely, genuinely hope he takes action because I told him, unless you take action, nothing is going to happen. Then it's only theory. So it's all in your life. It's all in your hands, boss. Take charge. So that's what I told him. I don't know if any one of you is going through the same. But remember, all the pressure from your parents, your relatives, your friends, fuck all of them. Yeah, people can talk from their ass. It is not their life. It is your life. and it's your decision to make and your life to live. Stop living other people's lives and principles. Be selfish, be self-centered, focus on you first. If you can take care of yourself, you can be happy, you can take care of others. It's like swimming. First you save yourself. Okay, you got afloat. Then you focus on saving others, no? What's the bloody point? Oh, I'll save you, and then you drown. Got it? And if you drown, you can't save others. Keep that much in mind. So I told him, don't be Jesus Christ, don't be Mother Teresa, don't be a saint. You want to be happy? Take action now. That's what I suggested to him. Let's see what happens. Good, bad, ugly. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And do you know anybody who's like this? And if so, what advice would you give them? Comment down below. I'll definitely have a look into it. And I'm sure he also might watch this video and read your advice. All right, you guys take care.